What's up, gentlemen? It's one of the biggest misconceptions is if you look good, you're healthy, right? It's what I thought. And then a few years ago, I actually had to have a blood transfusion because I ended up having a bleeding ulcer, all right? And then a few years later, I was a little bit paranoid, and so I had a colonoscopy, and I ended up having 5 precancerous polyps. You know, the good news is if you catch things early, a lot of times you can fix them. But a lot of guys ignore some of the big flashing warning signs that our body gives us in order to let us know, yo, something's not right. You gotta take care of it or else you're in trouble. Today, guys, I wanna go over a few reasons why you are not as healthy as you think. The first sign that you are not as healthy as you think is you take performance-enhancing drugs, whether or not it's any type of anabolic steroids or TRT. If you don't need it, you are doing your body a disservice. This one really bothers me because I know there are a lot of YouTubers, some of you guys watch, that are taking, TRT or performance-enhancing drugs. And, you look at them and you're like, yo, they're successful. They look amazing. They've got girls, they've got money. Everything is amazing. Look at how many of them have died. It's not a joke. It's nothing to fuck with. Which brings me to the second reason you are not as healthy as you think. If your body fat is over 18%, you are not healthy. But we also got to talk about you being super lean because that's also not healthy. If your body fat is too low, I would say under like 6%, you are increasing the risk of having all sorts of problems. Testosterone levels actually drop, hormone levels. You need a certain amount of fat on your body in order for your body to do what it does, which is kick ass, be awesome, and regulate all of your hormonal functions. The next reason why you're not as healthy as you think, you don't eat enough of the good fat, the omega-3, the 6, the 9. Guys, you need a certain amount of fat, the good stuff, right? Your body needs it, your brain needs it. There has been research and data that shows that people that don't eat enough of the omegas are going to have an increased likelihood of developing dementia or some type of cognitive decline. The upside to eating a diet high in the good fats is that you're not going to store as much of the bad fat or stored energy on your body, because that's what it is. Body fat is stored energy. Your body's like, yo, I may use this later. But when you consume the good fats, the O3s, the 6, the 9s, your body is actually willing to release or shed some of the bad fat because it's like, yo, you're giving me the good stuff. I don't need this shit fat. Speaking of shit, another reason why you're not as healthy as you think you are is that you got something going on with your deuces, gentlemen. Whether or not it's too liquidy, right? That's not normal. Whether or not it's irregular, as in you don't go often, that's not normal. If it's super hard, if it's pale, if it's like discolored or black, if it's dark like my shirt, gentlemen, that's a sign that you've got a bleeding ulcer or something bleeding inside your body, which is absolutely not normal. Gentlemen, you got to make sure you are regular. Your deuces will tell you a lot about what's going on inside. Now, a few things that you can do in order to increase the regularity and the health of everything that's going on is focus on gut health, right? Gut health we've talked about before. You got to make sure that your microbiome is solid. Another sign that you got something going on inside your gut is that you've got gas, you've got bloating, you've got belching. Not normal. Your microbiome supports so many different aspects of your overall systemic health. Everything from digestion to promoting better skin, to promoting better sleep, to promoting better mental health. Not to mention your immunity. Guys, bottom line, if your gut health is out of whack, you are not going to be as healthy as you possibly can. And unfortunately, a lot of times it manifests in weird ways. Guys, the bottom line is this. If you want to take your gut health game to the next level, I want you to hit that link down below and check out the Seed DS1 Daily Synbiotic. So this is the DS1 Daily Synbiotic, a pre and probiotic, a proprietary formulation which contains 24 clinically and scientifically studied broad spectrum strains to support systemic health. Guys, Seed's DS1 Daily Synbiotic is a whole body experience because it supports the ease of bloating and healthy regularity, but it also supports heart health and smooth, clear skin. So I've been taking the DS1 Daily Synbiotic now for about 4 months, and I love this product. And I actually noticed a difference for me, right? And I think the reason is because this isn't your daddy's pre and probiotic, right? Over the years, I've tried a bunch of different ones, right? But the problem with them is that when you take it, right, a single capsule, when it hits your stomach acid annihilates the good bacteria. And that's what sets Seed apart. It's got a double capsule design. The outer capsule is actually going to protect it from your stomach acid. And then the inner capsule actually gets to go where it needs to go, which is down into your gut and actually help you be healthier. So month number 1, you're going to get this, a 30-day supply of the DS1 Daily Synbiotic in a super sexy green glass jar, all right? It's crazy cool. It's sexy. It actually looks good sitting on your counter. You're also going to get this, which is a little glass travel vial. When you're on the road, you throw your seed in here, and this is what you should actually be traveling with. And then month number 2, they're going to send you a refill that you actually just put back in your sexy seed jar. Guys, bottom line is this. If you are ready to finally take care of your gut health and your overall systemic health, hit that link down below. That link is special. And like I said, for a limited time and right now, if you use the code ALPHAM, you're going to get 15% off your first month of the DS1 Daily Synbiotic by Seed. The next sign that you are not as healthy as you think, you can't do 10 great push-ups. All right, I was going to say 20 push-ups, but we're just going to go with 10. If you can't do 10 push-ups, you're weak, your muscles are weak, your body is weak, your core is weak, and you're not as healthy as you think you are. Something else? Gentlemen, ready? Ready? Stand up. Stand up. I want you to stand up. All right, ready? Touch your toes without bending your knees. Can you do it? Most of you can't. It means that you are not as healthy as you think you are, because it's not just about being strong and having muscles. You also need to be limber and flexible if you expect to be healthy and able-bodied for the long term. The next sign that you aren't as healthy as you think you are, boom, nails, right? Hands and feet. Are they discolored? Are they ridged? Are they cracked? Are they something discolored and weird and funky? If the answer is yes, they're a little weird, a little discolored, a little funky, a little cracked or ridged, something could be going on inside. A lot of times some of the health issues manifest in our nails. Also, your eyes, which brings me to the next reason or sign that you're not as healthy as you think. Your eyes. Guys, eyes are another one of those areas that show what's going on a lot of times inside your body. If you got dark circles, if you got bags, if the whites are yellow, liver issues. If they're red, could be blood pressure, but it also could be allergies. Either way, you got to figure out why and fix it. The next sign that you are not as healthy as you think is that you're always tired. It's not normal to have low energy. It's not normal to always be dragging ass. The question is why? What's going on? And something is obviously going on, whether or not it's a lack of sleep or getting crappy sleep. Because that's the thing, guys, you got to make sure your sleep is solid. 7 to 8 hours of solid slumber, not just like trash sleep. You got to make sure you're going deep. REM action. One of the things that's going to prevent you from getting that is actually something else, and another sign you're not healthy, and that is snoring or sleep apnea. The next sign that you're not as healthy as you think you are is that you've got some type of skin issue, whether or not it's eczema, whether or not it's just irritation, acne, breakouts, blemishes, excessive oiliness. Guys, this means that something is going on, whether or not it's a crappy diet or you got something else going on. It's about identifying why and fixing it. It's crazy critical that your skin is actually healthy. And that's one of the things that I noticed when I started taking a probiotic, is that my skin issues started to actually clear up. I used to suffer from eczema around like my ears, right? It was kind of itchy and it was red. This was a sign that something was going on with my body, right? Another thing that could be going on is something called Candida, which is an overgrowth of yeast. All right, this is not sexy sounding, but it's also something that could be happening to you. Brings me to another sign that you're not as healthy as you think, and that is that you get actually like thrush or some type of funky like stuff in your mouth, right? It's actually a yeast infection in your mouth. It's characterized by like a whitish coating on your tongue. Not normal, not healthy. Something else that's not normal or healthy is halitosis. Bad breath is normal, right? Once in a while, but all the time, this is a sign that something is going on inside, whether or not it's inside your mouth, your gums, your teeth, or something more serious like your gut or cancer. Guys, I'm telling you, bad breath is a warning sign that something is not right with your body. And last but certainly not least, if you smoke anything, you're not as healthy as you think. Whether or not you're vaping, it's not healthy. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you tell yourself. Cigars, I don't care. If you're like, yo, I'm not ingesting the smoke. It's still in your mouth, the nicotine, and my grandfather got throat cancer from it, but all right. Cigarettes, you know, right? Everybody knows cigarettes are horrible for you and are definitely going to kill you, but weed's another one of those things. Guys, if you're ingesting anything into your lungs, which are super delicate, fragile, and precious, you are not as healthy as you think you are. Gentlemen, it's about being the best you possibly can and living a long, healthy life. And even though right now, you look amazing, it doesn't mean you're healthy. So stop blowing smoke up your own ass.